Everything happens for a reason. Have you ever asked yourself this question? Why does this happen to me? You worked hard with all your heart. You saw dreams, tried to fulfill them, but the result was not as you wanted. Have you ever trusted someone? You considered them your own. You shared your sorrows and joys. But what did you get in return? Betrayal, loneliness, and the pain of a broken heart. Have you ever seen a dream which you wanted to make the identity of your life, but suddenly that dream broke and you started feeling completely empty? Amidst all this, one question keeps coming to the mind again and again. Why does this happen to me? Friends, we all have asked this question at some point or the other, and we do not get the answer to this unless we stop and think. But today, let us understand a deep saying of Buddha, a thing that can perhaps change your thinking, your perspective, and your life. Buddha said, everything happens for a reason. Whatever happens in our life, whether it is good or bad, there is definitely some reason behind it. Every breakup, every defeat, every pain comes to teach us something. Maybe today we are unable to understand that reason, but with time we see it. Maybe the dream that broke because life was thinking something better for you. Maybe the person who left you, he left so that you could know yourself, connect with your soul. And this is what Buddha wanted to explain to us. So let us understand this thought today, that every incident, every turn, every pain happens for some reason, and that reason is for your good. Chapter 1. There is a reason behind every event. Lord Buddha taught us a very profound and true principle. Nothing in this life happens suddenly or without a reason. Whatever is happening to us, whether it is good or bad, easy or difficult, there is definitely some reason behind it. That reason is often our old thoughts, our decisions, and most of all, our actions. Life is like a connected chain. What is happening today is the result of yesterday, and what you are doing today will form the basis of the future. Now let us understand this in a simple and everyday life context. Suppose you were ignoring the needs of your body for the last several years. You did not get enough sleep, stress kept increasing, you kept eating junk food, did not even think of exercising, and every time you told yourself, I am fine now, we will see later. Now when you often feel tired, small illnesses do not leave you, or you feel mentally restless, then this is not some sudden punishment. This is a sign of life. This is the result of your old habits and decisions, which is now coming to the fore. These troubles have not come to punish you. They have come to make you aware that now pay attention to yourself. There is still time to take care of yourself, to love yourself. Now suppose that at one time you had helped someone in need. Perhaps you helped a friend financially, showed a stranger the way, or gave emotional support to someone. That too without any greed, without expecting any return. Time passed. You even forgot that incident. And then one day, when you yourself were in some trouble, suddenly someone came forward to help you. Perhaps something worked out for you in some office. Some stranger recommended you, or a solution to your need was suddenly found. Now think, is this just a coincidence? No, this is the result of your own past good karma. Buddha says that nothing in the universe exists without balance. Whatever you give comes back to you in some form or the other. So it is very important to know that every experience, happiness or sadness, is a lesson. Sadness teaches where you need to improve, and happiness shows that you are moving in the right direction. There is a beautiful piece in this teaching of Buddha. If we understand this, we stop complaining. Chapter 2. Every experience is a teacher. Buddha said, suffering comes to teach us, not to break us. These words are not just a quote, but reveal the biggest truth of life. When there comes a point in life where everything seems to be falling apart, a relationship breaks, a dream remains unfulfilled, or despite hard work, failure happens, then we feel that maybe something is wrong with us, that maybe luck has deserted us. But the truth is far different from this. Whatever happens to us in life does not happen just like that. Every experience, every situation, every struggle has some message hidden within it. We just have to stop, calm down, go deep into that experience, and ask, what do I have to learn from this? We often consider our sufferings as a burden. We want them to end as soon as possible so that we can become normal again. But the deepest understanding of life is hidden in those moments when we fall apart. A broken relationship teaches us that our happiness should not depend on anyone else. It teaches us to connect with ourselves, understand ourselves, and love ourselves. When you fail in an exam, interview, or any big opportunity in life, that failure comes to tell you that perhaps this path was not made for you. Perhaps life wants to take you in a new direction where your real potential is hidden. And when someone breaks your trust, this experience makes you cautious. It teaches you that blind trust cannot be placed on everyone. There are all kinds of people in the world, good and bad, but every experience teaches you to act more wisely next time. The essence of all this is that whatever happens in life, it always comes to teach us something. Sometimes that lesson comes to us in the form of happiness, and sometimes in the form of pain. But a truly wise person is the one who looks for a lesson in every situation, not just a complaint. When you start looking at your experiences as your guru, life is not just a series of events, but becomes a beautiful journey. A journey where every turn has an opportunity to learn something new, understand, and become better. And this is the thinking that takes us from pain to strength and makes experiences our greatest strength. Chapter 3. Grief is a part of everyone's life. Grief, it is an experience that no one is spared from. No matter how rich, educated, or popular you are, grief knocks at the door of everyone's life at some point or the other. This is what Buddha said, that no one can escape from grief, but what to learn from grief is in your hands. When we struggle in life, sometimes there is a break in relationships, sometimes failure in career, sometimes separation from loved ones, or sometimes feeling emptiness from within. So we feel that everything is going wrong in our life only. But the truth is that every person is going through some or the other battle of his own. The only difference is some show it and some hide it behind a smile. Nowadays, everyone shows a perfect life on social media. Happy faces, beautiful pictures, moments of laughter, and we think how easy their lives are and how difficult ours are. But what we see there is not the whole truth. There is some story hidden behind every smile, maybe an unfulfilled desire, a broken relationship, or an old wound. So when you go through a difficult turn in your life, don't tell yourself, why did this happen to me? Instead, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? Can this make me wiser, stronger? Because suffering is also a teacher. It forces us to stop and think. Where were we making mistakes? What were we ignoring? And in which direction do we have to move now? Buddha used to say, suffering is the truth of life. But if you learn to embrace that truth, the same suffering can make you aware. That very sorrow can awaken a new light within you. Every pain, every tear, every loneliness is like an opportunity that introduces you to yourself. So when life seems difficult, don't run away, stop, feel, and ask yourself, has this time come to bring me closer to myself? Because often life brings us to a place where we understand that true happiness is not hidden in external things, but in the peace within us. And sorrow is the bridge that helps us reach that peace. Chapter 4. Every day is a new opportunity. Imagine if you woke up every morning and someone told you, today you have a chance to change your life. Would you take it lightly? Probably not. This was the message of Buddha. Every day is a new beginning. Every morning is a new life. No matter how difficult your past has been, your today is still like a blank canvas on which you can paint whatever you want. We often think that change comes from big things. When the new year begins, when we get some big inspiration, then we will start. But the truth is that change never comes from a big date. It starts from your today, from this moment of yours. Imagine there is a person who thinks very negatively. He complains about everything. Life is bad. People are bad. Time is not good. Now, if that person starts doing just one thing from today, expresses gratitude for 3 things every night before sleeping, then in 21 days, his mind will start changing from complaining to appreciation. And that same person can become more calm, balanced, and positive in a few months. Or suppose a person is troubled about his anger and relationships. Every time he thinks that everything should change, but he himself does not change. If he starts recognizing his anger from today itself, every time he gets irritated, he pauses for 10 seconds before reacting. Then gradually relationships will also improve and self-control will also increase. Buddha used to say, your present makes your future. What you think today, that becomes your behavior tomorrow. What you do today, that becomes your habit tomorrow. And the whole life is made from habits. So when we look at today as an opportunity, the mistakes of the past do not stop us, but teach us. And this is the greatest hope, that no matter how bad yesterday was, if you take a small but true step today, tomorrow can be beautiful. This is the message of Buddha. The past cannot be changed now, but by living wisely in the present, you can certainly change the future. So if today you decide that I want to love myself, I want to take responsibility for my life, I don't want to wait anymore, then believe me, this is where the change has begun. Every day is a gift, every morning is a new birth, and every breath is an opportunity to know yourself again, to improve and groom yourself. So from today, right now, make a promise to yourself that you will not spend this day like the rest of the days. Rather, you will see it as a seed which will make your life fragrant in the future. Chapter 5. A new beginning to understand life. When we not only listen to Buddha's words, but also start to feel them in our lives, then we realize that each of his teachings is not just words locked in a book, but a living light, which can show the way even in the darkest times. Buddha never said that life would be easy. He only said that if we remain aware, we can see opportunities even in difficulties. Because whatever happens in life comes to teach us something. Every broken dream, every broken hope, every failure, all these are pages in which the growth of our soul is hidden. So the next time you feel yourself losing, when you feel that you are alone, when someone hurts you with their behavior, then stop. Look inside yourself and ask yourself a true question. Is there any lesson hidden in this for me? Because when you start learning, the same difficulties become your strength. The same failures become the ladder of your self-confidence. And the same pain connects you deeply with yourself. Think, if every experience comes with a purpose, will we look at it with a complaint, or will we accept it with a feeling of gratitude? To change life, we do not need to change anything outside. We just have to change our perspective. Buddha says, your mind is everything. You become what you think. So when you change your thoughts, your emotions from criticism to understanding, life starts changing automatically. Every day, every moment is a new opportunity to learn from your past and create a better future. So the next time you go through any test in life, do not panic. Those tests did not come to break you. They came to mold you into the form you were meant to be from birth. And this is the greatest beauty of Buddhist teaching. They make us realize that we are not victims, we are creative souls. So let us, from today, look at life not as a series of events, but as a conscious journey, where every turn, every experience makes us a little more aware, a little more compassionate, and a little more wise. This is the new beginning of understanding life, and perhaps the truest beginning. So friends, today you learned that nothing happens in life without a reason. Every experience, every turn, something changes inside us. If this video has given you even a little understanding or solace, then subscribe to our channel ATD Tales, like the video, and share it with someone who needs it the most right now. See you in the next video. Till then, remember, everything happens for a reason. Thank you.